Right.
I think so.
8:40.
Did you say?
Okay, we're back from executive session at 9:09, where we discussed personnel. Are there any motions coming out of executive session?
I make a motion to suspend Mr. Crashour for 5 days, no pay for class 1 offense.
Do we have a second? Do we have a second?
Second the motion.
All right, no discussion, so.
Yeah, there's discussion, you got a motion, a second, discussion is permitted under the rules of order. I certainly got,
He can, the idea is to go in there to talk about things that don't necessarily have to be.
I can talk about
He
the,
can.
absolutely. I don't know what year the union came into Donegal. Rick, can you remember, it was in the 90s, I think you were on the board then. And 96 maybe, in there someplace, Kathy, you remember?
Yeah, it was mid-90s.
Mid-90s. I don't know of a single grievance filed by our union since 1996 or 97, whenever we adopted, whenever we joined.
What about Russ Meisel?
I don't know, it was not a grievance.
Over his pension?
I didn't grieve, we settled it.
Just a lawsuit.
And Mr. Michael wanted us to go to court with him, and we didn't want to go, and so we settled it.
Okay. Well, I remember there being a grievance.
How many grievances are we at right now?
12? 10?
10, 12, somewhere in there.
10 or 12, we don't even know we got so many.
10.
I think that speaks volumes for labor relations in this township.
What's that gonna cost the township?
Well, my understanding, I could be wrong, but from what I hear, it's gonna cost about $3,000 per each of those. Then we have attorney's fees on top of it. I know Maple and Surgery doesn't work for free for us.
I gave you a free hour.
Yeah, you did. I give you that one. I have to beg you for it though.
Not too hard.
But someplace we gotta learn to get along. We have the guy comes in before the meeting, there was a minister, and they speak to us about treating people, how we're supposed to treat people. And I don't get it. I don't get it why our sides are so far apart.
Well, I think that works both ways, and I
Yeah,
called a
it does
vote.
work with that
I
way.
called for a vote.
You can call for a vote, but I'm not done talking yet. Okay?
I went to church on Sunday, I heard a sermon, I called for a vote.
Well, you may have heard it, man, but you didn't listen to it.
Oh, I'll guarantee you, I most certainly did.
Well, I can, to comment
Okay, I
on,
appreciate that.
to comment on your, never having any grievances, I honestly don't know what you guys were doing. You obviously weren't running things.
That's obviously.
You we got paperwork tonight where we're gonna have to pay back $130,000 because you guys screwed that up. Everything you've let every employee in this township do whatever they wanted for 30 years. You keep telling us you got 30 years experience, Doug.
No, that's not true at all.
It's
That's
true.
actually not true. You guys want to have a fight with the employees? I don't get it.
You don't want
You know?
to.
Well, I'm not picking these fights.
Okay. I've said my piece. You guys obviously already made up your minds. Okay? You had advice from the attorney. Okay, you wanna do what you
All
wanna do?
right, how do you vote?
Kathy?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I vote yes. Doug?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. All right, additions to the agenda.
We need a motion to advertise for winter materials.
So moved.
Second,
Second.
how do you vote?
Kathy?
Yes.
Mike?
Yes.
I vote yes. Doug?
Yes.
Ed?
Yes. Public comments.
I have a few questions. If somebody else wants to go, because I have a few.
You're it?
What's class one?
State your name.
Kathy Gilmore, Backbone Road. What is the class one offense?
Class 1 offenses include dishonesty, theft, use of township equipment or personnel for unauthorized projects, consumption of alcohol, possession of illegal drugs or narcotics, being under the influence of any drug while at work that could result in an unsafe act without prior notification, failure to submit to a blood test, recklessness resulting in an accident, willful abuse of township equipment, unprovoked assault on another person, gross negligence in the performance of assigned work, employee represents himself as a township employee when not on duty in or for the township.
Any other questions?
So what'd he do?
We're not discussing it. It's a class 1 offense. He can tell you if he wants.
They said I was dishonest,
At what?
putting a half hour of sick time on my timesheet to go to court.
Are
Because-
you kidding?
And they denied me the half hour of pay
Why'd you have to use a half hour of your sick?
because they stole my comp time.
Okay.
How can you keep somebody from going to a court hearing?
We didn't.
Well, you're penalizing him
Okay.
for going?
How are you saying he's dishonest?
Because you used sick time. We're not discussing it. That's why we went to
Yes, you knew where he was.
executive session.
Isn't the
You
idea
had
All right.
of
township
executive
here.
session that it's something personal and you're trying to protect
Okay.
your employee?
But
All
if
right,
the
any
employee
other-
wants to talk
any
about
other
it, he's
questions?
sitting here.
I
Any
don't
other
have any
questions?
secrets.
No.
If you want to know anything, I'll tell you what's going on. That's the
They
whole problem.
keep
It's the
taking
secret,
everything from
secret.
everybody, all the employees. Just
Road
like they
department
changed
employees.
everything.
It's road department only.
Kathy, do you still have questions?
CW Automation, what is that for $19,380?
That's the water reading, monitoring system.
That we're getting reimbursed for from Tunnel Ridge.
Is that a yearly thing?
No, that's
No,
to
it's
purchase it.
leak
That's-
detection
You
that's-
equipment.
purchased it.
That's the leak
Leak detection equipment.
Yeah.
And then Tunnel Ridge, we give them that, and then they'll give us that back. That was in the agreement for them to purchase that for us, so that John will be able to go out now and search for any more leaks within the
Okay.
system.
Okay. And you had stated earlier in the meeting that Steve Schultz is a road employee. Why is the township office cutting his paycheck instead of the payroll company that's cutting all the other road employees' checks?
The office cuts the part-time. They cut
We do the
other.
police
They do all
He's not
We
part-time,
do the
full-time.
police officers as well, the office. does.
all part-time people.
What,
I've signed plenty of them.
everything still runs through the payroll company, but they don't want direct deposit, so then the checks have to be cut.
Okay. And who is Five Star for $26.50?
That's the
That's
warranty
the,
company for the truck.
Okay.
we discussed that, voted on at the last meeting to buy the
Yeah.
The
warranty for the
extended
Oh, that's
warranty
the
on the new
warranty.
truck.
Yes, it's the warranty of the truck.
new truck.
And PERMA for $33,599.
That's the
It says
insurance.
insurance.
It's insurance, that's liability, that's supervisor insurance, that's employee, that's
Whole group.
the whole, like, all the buildings, that's everything. It's $30,000.
Is that a year?
Yes,
Yeah.
thank heavens.
Yes.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
Am I going to be allowed to look at the solicitor's invoice after the meeting?
Yes, I brought them all back out.
Okay,
It's not a problem.
okay. And Ed, I hate to even bring this up, but you were a little gruff at only $607 for the metal from junk days. Had the northern end of Donegal Township known about junk days, you'd have got a lot more. I know for a fact, I had tons of metal I was gonna donate to the township. We didn't know a thing about it till 2 days before junk days. And only because someone from the West Ellick area called and told me. Yunus did nothing to notify that end of the township.
Duly noted. Anything else? Yeah,
When is my deductible gonna be paid for the health insurance? That was supposed to be paid within 5 days.
We discussed that with Mr. Cord and Mr. Crashar
yeah,
was it last Friday?
yeah, I think so.
And has received the explanation of benefits of what the insurance paid and what was my share. Now, I'm getting bills, which is gonna end up going to the creditors. That he's paid, he's changed the insurance, so now we're getting billed for everything.
Right, and we talked to Mr. Cord and Mr. Crashar about what we need for that, and we'll
And you
gladly,
have it. The detailed information on what I had done is nobody's business.
I understand, we asked him to just black that all out. Because we have to have a breakdown of the co-insurance, co-pays, and the
You have the
deductible.
breakdown.
Okay, anything else?
No.
Okay.
Motion to
I've
adjourn.
got one item here, because it wasn't on the agenda. Back earlier in the year, in February, I filed a right to know request with the township. And the final determination and order was issued by the Pennsylvania Office of Open Records. Docket number AP 2018-0601. I'm not gonna read it all. I'll just get down to the important parts that grants my appeal, and it gives the township, for the foregoing reasons, the appeal is granted, the township is required to provide the record to the requester within 30 days. I've never had any acknowledgement of that. And to be honest with you, at this point in the game, I don't, point's moot.
What record are you looking for?
I was asking for a videotape. It also quotes the fact that, in there that I asked for a request to the police department as well, and not had a response, nor as far as I know, we still don't have a records policy on video electronic records.
No, sir, there's not one complete. As far as your appeal goes, though, they didn't notify us of any proceeding. I've had phone conversations with them. They provided me the appropriate material to follow up with them and see if it needs reconsideration.
Okay, well, I don't have that information, but
No,
I do have a copy of the final order.
Yeah, that's how I found out that they were
And
having a
again, the
hearing.
point is moot now as far as the information goes, but there wasn't any discussion of this matter on the agenda, that's why I brought it up. And I'd like to have this appended, you can keep that copy if you'd like. I'd like to have this copy appended to the township's official minutes.
That's what I would suggest.
All right.
I just have a general question, please. Jackie Peklinski, Drivers Road. With the Parks and Rec meeting, it is a public meeting. Did you guys want like a report of our discussion for our last meeting or what we had talked about? Or does it not need to be discussed in this meeting because it is a public meeting?
Probably we'll wait till we get it advertised and then you can update us all at once.
Okay,
If
I
that
didn't know
works.
if it was under department reports or anything.
Yeah, we forgot to add you back
Yeah,
in.
it
Okay.
used to
Used to
be.
be on there.
Yeah, I remember.
That's
And then we
fine.
took it off because there wasn't anybody and now they're back.
I just wanted an answer if you guys needed a general review of what we discussed.
So next month, just put it on the agenda.
We'll
on
just-
department
yep,
It
reports
should be
and-
on the agenda
Perfect.
under department reports.
Perfect, thank you so much.
I have one question about the Jansen Road. Is that Thompson Electric, is that who's doing the work?
Yeah.
So it's an electric company?
They do a little bit of everything apparently.
Well,
Okay.
no different than me just starting I'm doing electrical and plumbing work now, and I call it Valley Run Farm Services, just,
Okay, just checking.
They were a little
Thought that
bidder,
was
if I
all.
remember.
Huh?
I think they were a low bidder.
They can also teach you your A's and B's. Didn't you watch PBS when you were
there's a lot of odd names out
an
there.
electric company, right?
Right?
Thomas Electric got the bid, but they subcontracted it to another guy.
Okay.
Anybody else?
Can I ask one more question?
Okay.
So if you have another employee, no matter what department they're working in, they have a court hearing, they apply for time off, and Yuns refuse it,
Never refused.
and
We
they
didn't
still
refuse it.
have time coming to them somewhere,
There was no refusal.
are you,
I was granted the time off. That's why I don't understand none of it. It's just a game that they're playing with us as employees.
Okay, anybody else?
You just stop where you want to.
Motion to adjourn? I'll make the motion.
Second.
Anybody opposed? We are adjourned.
Vote.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I said if anybody opposed. Anybody's opposed?
Sorry, I was just making sure.
9:24, we're out.
Short meeting.
Hey, you gotta put your stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, you do.
See you then.
Yeah.
Make that announcement, Kathy? You want to announce that? Turn it
No,
off?
it's just for, I have a local survey company.
Turn that
and a
thing
survey
off.
company out of New Jersey.
I did.
So feel free to go out and they can build it and then they send the information I graphed it.
Actually,